Hey guys, welcome back, BDCKR here, and as promised in our previous video showcasing the glitch how to get last laugh tickets, which you can see here, we got the 12 from only 2 fights worth of survivor mode. We're going to be showing you guys how to get what you want from your last laugh tickets and how to hopefully make it a little bit less frustrating when you're trying to get those special gears.
And just a warning too, this is still relatively tedious. It takes a bit of time, but then you don't have to, it still saves you some. And saves you some of the frustration when you're trying to get a particular gear set. You know, like the League of Assassins, or the Fourth World, or the LexCorp. So this is a method so that if you cash out your tickets and you are unhappy with the rewards, you reset everything to get your tickets back. Same time, you also lose any rewards you got with them, but it gives you another chance. It's basically getting your lottery tickets back again to get something good, but you can't get multiple rewards every time, right?
Yeah, so the best way of doing this, as always, whenever you want to keep an old save file, is to use a third-party app data backup app, such as Helium, which is our personal favorite. And this is the much safer method, but there is also a more dangerous way of relying on your WBID to save your progress. So we're going to explain this using both methods, but you need to understand that you might lose your progress if your WBID doesn't save your progress properly, which is why we always prefer to use a third-party app to back up our app data, because it's a lot more secure, and we really just don't want to take that risk, and you guys probably don't either.
Right, so, and don't start doing things until you've watched all the steps and understand what to do and know where the potential pitfalls are.
Mm-hmm.
So, actually, first step was to accumulate some last laugh tickets, which we did. One suggestion, accumulate more than 50, preferably 100, because the time it takes to do this, it's a bit of a waste cashing and then reverting a handful of tickets at a time. The only reason we're doing 12 is this is more proof of concept than it is to actually show you how we normally...
Yeah, and that way it won't take as long to have you guys have to watch through us cashing out all our tickets.
And there's no specific number, it's just that you want to have a significant number of tickets so that it's a more productive use of your time. So that's the first step, make sure you've got the tickets. Second step is back up your app data. So if you have third-party app, this is the point where you use it. If you don't, go into online mode. If you get past this connecting and tap to cancel, like if it goes past this and connects, that's probably enough. But even better would be to complete a fight. So you complete one fight, and then you disconnect from the internet.
So this is actually a very critical step, because if you don't disconnect from the internet, you can't revert back to your save with all the last laugh tickets that you just spent.
Right, exactly. So, because when you buy something, when you cash out a ticket, these are all activities that will update to your online WBID save if you do them while you have an internet connection.
Yeah. So the fourth step is just to spend your tickets. So this can be kind of tedious, but like we said, we only actually have 12 tickets worth, so it's not going to be as long. And one of the reasons why this is pretty tedious is because you also need to pay attention to see what you get out of your last laugh tickets. Because if you don't get what you want, it's kind of a pain in the butt to have to look through all your augments and then all your gears and like all that stuff, right? To actually see if you got what you wanted out of it, so you can't really just do this mindlessly. But it'll be real fast to just use the last couple.
Yep, no Fourth World Gear Frost.
Well, it's very unlikely at this point. It's still possible.
Alright, 2 more tickets. And...
So all mediocre gear. We got a couple of okay augments, but nothing really.
So the fifth step, decide if you like what you got. Actually, you didn't even need to spend them all, right? Like, you can decide at any point if you like or don't like, and then move on to this step. So if you like what you get, simple, just reconnect to the internet, and you're done. Play like usual, enjoying your new 4-star gears or whatever augmentations you got.
But if you don't like what you got, you shut down Injustice, completely shutting it down, like clearing it out of your settings and everything. You want to go to the app settings, and you want to clear the app data for Injustice. which is why it's really important that you have it saved somewhere, right? Because if you don't have it saved somewhere, this is a step that will just erase your progress if you don't make sure that it won't.
So once you've done that, you need to reconnect to the internet.
And now you restart Injustice. Now, you'll notice that when you open it, you don't have anything. You don't have any power credits, you don't have any alliance credits, and you have nothing but the 3 starter bronze characters you get, which is because you cleared out your app data. This is just starting out as if this is like the first time that you've opened your Injustice account.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so next part is you log into your WBID, and if there's going to be a dangerous part, this is it.
If you haven't backed it up via third party.
Right.
Because there's a chance that your WBID server save might be corrupted, and in that case, you got nothing. It's gone, and it's gone forever.
You're screwed.
Yeah, and if the WBID servers are down when you're trying to do it, until the WBID servers are back up, you're stuck with just the 3 bronze characters, and you can't play for the next while. And if you're resetting it and planning on resetting it over and over again, chances are you were planning on getting a play session in.
Right. But if your save is good and the servers are up,
which will happen most of the
right,
time.
then what we should get when we go back into Survivor, it reverts your progress back, so we'll be on the, just finished the second, ready to go for the third fight with 12 tickets. And then you get the chance to spend them again in the hopes of getting the prize that you want.
Yeah, and this is where the step is different if you're using a third-party app. All the steps are mostly the same, but at the part where we start talking about clearing the app data, you just restore the save. So you never go back online, you just close the game, swipe it out of your list, and then revert your save with Helium or whatever you're using. And then you go back online and open it up like we're doing right now.
Right. Oh, there we go. Timing was good.
Perfect.
Now we've got to log in. In this part, we're gonna cut from here. We're gonna log in. All right, so we're back. We skip past the part where we enter our ID and our password. We pick the save that has more stuff. We confirm it, and we are back. Go into Survivor. Oh, we don't care about that.
And we have our 12 Last Laugh tickets again.
So remember, I mean, 12 is probably not worth going through all that because there's a good chance you're not going to get the 4-star gear that you want. A bigger number would be better.
And one thing we want to talk about is the way that we're talking about the WBID, right? Where there's this chance and that chance of it not being successful. We don't mean to say at all that it's not actually, like, useful and that it is this wildly unreliable. We haven't really had problems with it, and, like, there's a really great chance that nothing bad is going to happen, especially if you play the one fight, right, and you really make sure that it's saved online. What we're just saying is, having an app that specifically saves the file as it is, and you get to choose exactly when it does it and how, is a little bit more reliable than WBID, which does it saves automatically, right?
Right.
And having WBID and a third-party app like Helium together drops the chance of anything bad happening from very small to basically 0, which to us is the only risk that we're really willing to take, because it's not worth even kind of the smallest chance that we'll lose the ridiculous amount of time and effort that we put into the account, and we're assuming that you guys also probably have a similar attachment to the way that you've been spending a fair bit of your time if it's important to you to get all of your gear maxed out.
So a bit of housekeeping too. We are Android only, and specifically we're actually 2 very particular Android devices. This is the LG Optimus G and the Qbot S168. People always ask us, does it work on my device? We don't know. The only way to know would be to test it. Very similar in terms of clearing app data as the upgrading any character with credits glitch. But if you have a different device than we do, we usually can't tell you whether it'll work on yours because we don't have a chance to try it.
Yeah, so from practice, it seems to work on most, if not everybody's device, and it seems like a lot of the problems come from missing a step or somewhere or another, but we can't actually guarantee anything on anyone
In
else's
theory,
device.
this should work on any Android device because the things that we're doing are sort of fundamental. That we are making changes to your to the game progress while offline, and if we don't like it, we're clearing and picking up the online save again.
Yeah, but in practice, you never know. Different versions of Android might have really strange and specific different little bugs or different ways that they work, different quirks, so we can't actually help you with that.
And thanks for watching. If you like what we do and you want to support us, watch our unboxing videos. Watch something a little bit out of your comfort zone. Watch our book reviews. We appreciate that.
Anyways, see you guys next time. Komoda.